Hey, good afternoon, fam. Good afternoon. Hope all is well with everybody. Hope all is well with everybody. Listen, real quick, right? I want to go over something with you guys because I was watching something on, I believe it was TikTok, where the young lady posted that $150,000 a year you are broke or living paycheck to paycheck. And I watched it multiple times just to hear her out. And then I started to calculate some things. And fam, I'm gonna have to say I agree with this young lady. I agree with this young lady because, and some of the problem is, and here's the deal: I don't even know how some people are surviving right now in America. After calculating what I'm gonna go over with you guys right now, I don't know how some people are surviving right now in America. Right? I truly believe that a lot of people have to go back to get married again. Because when you are here trying to do it by yourself, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before you get financially crippled, right? The average income right now, I believe in America, is like 65,000, somewhere around there. And to make 150K and you still can't survive, I'm gonna have to agree with. I mean, I make well above that, and I'm telling you, some months, it be a little rough. It be a little rough sometimes, right? And I make well above that. So I'm gonna go over some notes with you guys right now, and this is just for a single person that maybe have one child. This is not a person who's married. This is a single person that maybe have one child. And you guys can pull your calculator out and go and calculate this later on, right? But I calculated mortgage, let's say around 3,500. Let's say a car note, let's say about $1,000. Auto insurance, let's say $500. Let's say monthly grocery bill, let's say $800. Gas for that vehicle a month, let's say $400. Utilities, gas and electric, let's say $400 a month. Cell phone, let's say $200 a month. Internet, 80. Entertainment, let's say $800 a month. The apps that you have on your TV, on your phone, whatever, that's about $200, right? Let's say if they have one child, for example, or let's say they're paying child support, for example, right? Let's say that's about $1,000 a month. Let's say they buy clothes. Now I did clothes. What I did was I calculated. I kind of average it out. So like a whole year, because you don't buy clothes every month, right? But let's say in a whole year you spend about, let's say, I don't know, $4,000, $4,800 a year on clothes. Divide that into 12 months. That's about $400. Beauty, and that could be, for guys getting your haircut, your beard cream, all these things like that. And for women, let's say, getting their hair done, nails done every 2 weeks or whatever like that. I calculate roughly about $300 to $400 a month on beauty, right? Health insurance, let's say about $300 a month. Life insurance, if they have any, let's say $150 a month. Miscellaneous, that could be oil change, tire rotation, tires, need to be changed, whatever repairs on the vehicle. Let's say $600 a month. I kind of average that out. Again, about 12-year period, then average it out. Let's say about $600 a month, and then credit cards. Let's say about $500 a month, right? And I haven't even factored in, let's say if they have school loan or any crazy stuff like that, right? All that together come out to $134,760 a year. It comes out to about 11,000 some change a month. For the whole year, that's about 134,760 for the year. And the average income in America is 60 something thousand dollars for the year. So fam, how are you guys making it? How are you guys surviving? What side hustles do you have? Right? This is wild. Like, I didn't even calculate this to the T. But it's rough out here trying to survive in America. And I said in one of my videos before, we're gonna have to go back into working together again. We're gonna have to go back into living together, husband and wives, as a team, as a unit, working together, because it's not gonna get any better. It's only gonna get worse. Prices are not gonna come down. They're gonna keep going up. Right? Average interest in a house right now, I think it's still slightly below 7%, just below 7%. So you're paying about 6.7% on a house, and the price of the home is not going down dramatically. So your mortgage is going to be high monthly. Rent is going up. These car notes, I mean, man, even Maximus, you're paying $800 a month for Maximus. like you paying for like a luxury vehicle or something. That's crazy. That's crazy. How are you guys surviving? How are you guys making it right now in America? I need to know. Comment, message me, let me know. Okay? And mind you, I haven't even factored in savings. I haven't factored in emergency funds. I haven't factored in, because at this point, there's no room. Let me see. Let's see. Let's see if Google will make it easy for me, right? Let's see. How much will I have to make a year before taxes to be able to go home with $134,760 a year after taxes? Let's see what Google tells us. So Google says here, to end up with a take-home pay of $134,760 a year, you would likely need a gross annual salary of approximately $180,000 to $190,000 before taxes. The average American isn't making this. As a matter of fact, 80 to 90% of Americans are not making that money right there. You would need to make $180,000 to $190,000 before taxes to be able to take home $134,760 for the year, to be able to pay all these things that I just mentioned here, all these things that we need for our daily livelihood that I just mentioned here. It's a scary time that we're living in right now. Nobody, let's see, let me do a little bit more research here. What percentage of Americans is making $190,000 a year? Approximately 4.14% of Americans, or around 4.4% of household. So as an individual, only 4.1% is making that alone, and as a household, only 4% is making that as a household. Fam, listen, I don't know. See, this is something that's really out of your hands right now, right? It's something that you can't control, which is inflation, the market, the economy, right? But what you can do is decide how to move forward. What you can do is decide, okay, you know what? Whoever I'm dealing with, do we get along great enough that we can come together as a unit to be able to offset this? Because remember, I haven't even factored in retirement savings. I haven't factored in long-term care. I haven't factored in emergency funds. And this is only with one child. This calculation is a single individual with one child, whether they're single mom or single dad, or whether, the other parent has the child, but they're paying child support, whatever. Just one. Mm, mm, mm. It's scary out here, fam. It's scary out here. So I want to know, what are you guys' options right now? What are your options for getting additional income? Because if the average income is $65,000 a year, you are roughly short by $125,000 in income. Where are you going to get that from? You may want to consider a business. You may want to consider getting into sales. But at this point, not only do you not have enough to survive off of, but you don't even have enough to save for retirement, which can explain the reason why most people are working into their 70s and 80s, because they don't have enough to save for retirement. Listen, I want to jump on here real quick just to get you guys' thoughts about this. How do you feel hearing this? Because something has to give. You can't go through the rest of your years just to work to barely pay bills, and then you get older, and at that point now you're destitute because you have nothing at all. Listen, hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed day. I hope this message resonates well with somebody today. I hope this message got somebody thinking today. I hope this message got somebody thinking today and making a decision to do something a little bit different. If it's your first time running across my channel or my platform and you got value in what you heard today, please subscribe or follow. If you feel like somebody else might need to hear this, please share this with them. This is our new America. This is what people are going through right now in this country. And it's creating a lot of anxiety and a lot of panic. So please share this with other people who needs to hear it. And again, if you want to sit down with me to go over options as to what you can possibly do, how you can bring an additional income, okay, or how you can massively replace what you're making and double or triple that, text me at 443-208-5480. That's 443-208-5480. I want to hear from you. Have an awesome and wonderful rest of your day. See you next time.